Today we're diving deep into a topic that's been weighing on a lot of minds lately: hyperinflation. Now look, I'm not here to be some doom and gloom prophet, but it's always smart to be prepared, right? So in this video, we're going to break down 15 must-have items to stock up on before hyperinflation potentially rears its ugly head. We'll talk about why these items are crucial and how they can make a real difference if things go south. Let's get right to it. Alright, number 1 on the list is something you already know is essential: canned goods. And I'm not just talking about your standard beans and corn here. While those are great, you want to prioritize protein. Think tuna, chicken, Spam, even sardines, anything that's going to give you that long-lasting energy and keep you feeling full. Remember, calories equal survival in a pinch. You can never have too much canned protein, so stock up and rotate your supply regularly. A good rule of thumb is to aim for at least a 3-month supply per person in your household. Trust me, when you're staring down the barrel of hyperinflation, a pantry full of protein-packed cans will be your best friend. Okay, number 2 might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people forget about it: lighters. And I'm not just talking about your standard Bic lighter here. Get yourself a variety torch lighters for starting fires quickly, waterproof matches for damp conditions, even those old-school flint and steel kits if you want to feel like a true survivalist. Remember, fire equals warmth, cooking, and even boiling water for safety. It's one of the most basic human needs, and having a reliable way to start one is non-negotiable in a prepping scenario. Stock up on lighters like your life depends on it, because in a hyperinflation situation, it very well might. Now let's talk about long-term sustainability, and that's where number 3 comes in: seeds. Having a variety of seeds on hand allows you to grow your own food, which is absolutely crucial when traditional supply chains get disrupted. But here's the key: don't just buy any seeds. Make sure they're heirloom varieties that are suitable for your specific growing region and climate. You want seeds that are going to thrive in your backyard, not just sit on a shelf. Chapter 4. Alright, number 4 is all about staying healthy when access to healthcare might be limited: medical supplies. And I'm not just talking about your basic first aid kit here, although that's obviously important too. I'm talking about a more comprehensive kit that includes things like antibiotics, pain relievers, antiseptics, and even basic surgical tools. Now I know what you're thinking: Graham, I'm not a doctor. And you're right, you're not. But having these supplies on hand and knowing how to use them could be the difference between life and death in a true emergency situation. It's worth investing the time and money to learn some basic medical skills and build a well-stocked medical kit. Number 5 is something we often take for granted, but it's essential for maintaining hygiene and sanitation: toiletries. I'm talking toothpaste, toothbrushes, soap, shampoo, toilet paper, all the things that keep you feeling clean and human, even in the midst of chaos. Remember, good hygiene is crucial for preventing the spread of disease, which can become a serious concern in survival situations. Stock up on these items now, and you won't have to worry about bartering for a single roll of toilet paper later. Alright, let's talk about power, because number 6 on our list is batteries. In a grid-down situation, or even just during rolling blackouts, having a reliable source of power can be a game-changer. Stock up on a variety of sizes: AA, AAA, D, C, and 9-volt. To power everything from flashlights and radios to small appliances and electronics. And don't forget about those little button cell batteries for things like watches and headlamps. Trust me, you don't want to be caught in the dark when you need to see what you're doing. Number 7 is something that might seem simple, but it's incredibly versatile: bundling supplies. I'm talking rope, paracord, duct tape, bungee cords, zip ties, anything you can use to secure, tie down, or repair things. These items are essential for everything from building shelters and securing supplies to making quick repairs around the house. They're like the duct tape of the survival world. They can fix just about anything. Alright, number 8 is a bit of a controversial one, but I think it's important to have on hand: gasoline. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and hoard gasoline like it's going out of style, but having a few extra gallons stored safely and securely can be a lifesaver in an emergency. Just make sure you have a way to store it properly. Use approved gasoline containers and add a fuel stabilizer to prevent it from going bad. And remember, safety first. Never store gasoline indoors or near any open flames. Okay, number 9 is something that not everyone will agree with, but I think it's important to address: ammunition. Now, I'm not advocating for violence, and I hope it never comes to that. But in a true breakdown of society, you need to be prepared to protect yourself and your loved ones. If you own firearms, make sure you have a sufficient supply of ammunition on hand for the types of guns you own. And just as importantly, make sure you know how to use those firearms safely and responsibly. Number 10 is another one of those things that we often take for granted: paper products. I'm talking toilet paper, paper towels, napkins, disposable plates, and cutlery, all the things that make life a little bit easier and more hygienic. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, these are luxury items, and you're right, to some extent they are. But they're also incredibly practical, especially in a situation where access to running water and sanitation might be limited. So stock up on these items now, and you won't have to worry about using leaves for toilet paper later. All right, number 11 is all about staying healthy, and that means having a good supply of over-the-counter drugs and vitamins. I'm talking pain relievers, cold and flu medicine, allergy medication, antidiarrheals, antacids, all the things you might need to treat common ailments. And don't forget about vitamins. Having a good multivitamin can help to boost your immune system and keep you feeling your best, even when you're not eating a perfectly balanced diet. Number 12 is something that's especially important in a survival situation: cleaning products. I'm talking bleach, disinfectant wipes, hand sanitizer, dish soap, laundry detergent, all the things you need to keep your environment clean and germ-free. Remember, in a survival situation, even a small cut can quickly become infected if it's not properly cleaned. So having a good supply of cleaning products on hand can literally be a lifesaver. Now, let's talk about food preservation, because number 13 on our list is canning supplies. If you're serious about being prepared, you need to know how to can your own food. It's a great way to preserve excess produce from your garden, stock up on bulk items when they're on sale, and create a long-lasting food supply. You'll need jars, lids, rings, a canning pot, and a few other essential supplies. There are tons of great resources available online and in libraries that can teach you the basics of canning. All right, number 14 is a great option for long-term food storage: freeze-dried foods. Freeze-dried foods have an incredibly long shelf life. We're talking 25 years or more, and they're very lightweight, making them ideal for prepping. You can find just about anything freeze-dried these days, from fruits and vegetables to meats and even complete meals. While they can be a bit pricey, freeze-dried foods are a worthwhile investment in your prepping supplies. And finally, number 15 on our list is something that's often overlooked: light sources. In a grid-down situation, having a reliable source of light is essential. I'm not just talking about flashlights here, although those are important too. Consider investing in headlamps, lanterns, candles, and even solar-powered lights. Having a variety of light sources will allow you to illuminate your home, cook meals, and move around safely in the dark. All right, so there you go. There's your 15 plus liquor items that you should hoard. Again, not hard from the store, but you should hoard and have massive amounts of this stuff. And guys, we're not being naive. There are so many other things that could add to this, but that's our 15 things. So I'm going to ask you to continue on our list now. We'll make a part 2 of this video. Are we good? What would you add to this? What's 15 more things you should hoard besides these 15 things and liquor as well? I already called liquor, so you have to kind of figure something else. All right, thanks for watching and for commenting and being part of our prepping channel. We appreciate it, and go ahead and follow along in this next video, and we'll see what other kind of prepping things we can do.